this is Steve Domenico from Domenico 101 MMA, and today I have a special guest. I have Scott Kent, the president of Lion Fight Promotions, who will be coming into town, Foxwoods Resort and Casino, July 28th. That'll be a Friday night. He's coming into town with a huge card, and he's got a bunch of New England fighters on there, and he's got a couple going for a title. So, Scott, welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you? You're like the busiest guy in show business, aren't you?
No, maybe the second biggest. I'm right behind you, hopefully. A good mentor to follow you. But thanks for the compliment. And yeah, I'm always trying to get out there and get promotions like you who they shine New England fighters, and they're bringing like beautiful Muay Thai to the States. So, Scott, let's get right to it. How is the president of Lion Fight, and what's going on with the promotion nowadays?
Everything's going really well. We, haven't done a fight in a couple months, so I'm just going stir crazy. I can't wait to get out to Foxwoods. It's going to be an amazing show. 2 world title fights, and the co-main event featuring 2 of New England's best and 2 of the rising stars in American Muay Thai with Paul Vanasiak and Chip Pollard. So everybody's talking about that fight already.
Excellent. Now let's get to that fight. How did this fight come about? I know you love coming to the New England area because you do have a lot of Muay Thai fans here, a lot of Muay Thai fighters from the area. Was this something that you just heard from the fans and maybe the New England area that this fight should happen? Or is this, I know you take a lot into the matchmaking. How did this fight come about and the title opportunity for both of these New England guys?
Well, we were looking at a way to kind of bring in some more American fighters, and the 185 weight class was something that we really wanted to focus on. I think it's really deep weight class here in the United States. And with Chip doing as well as he could, and then when Paul winning his last fight at Lion Fight 36, we thought, this is a matchup that makes sense. Both guys are young in their career. They're both exciting. They're both hungry. Let's make this for a Lion Fight world title. I've already got a lot of folks from all over the world that want to fight the winner of this fight. So it's something that really raises the profile of our American Muay Thai fighters, and dovetailing into our main event with Petch, who's had over 400 fights, fighting against our current champion, Joe Nadawat, who's from Thailand and now fights out of Atlanta. We just thought it was a great way to bring in the major international stars and really raising the profile of American Muay Thai with this co-main event.
It's an excellent card, Scott. And you talked about, Joe and his opponent who has over 400 Muay Thai fights. I think he actually has three over 400. He has, I think, 345 wins out of them which is amazing. I don't know. What did he start fighting at 3 years old? I can't imagine even fighting 400 times. But Muay Thai fighters, they're born and bred into it, and they're put out there very quick, at a young age. So that's just an amazing thing. And to fight, you're 2-time champion. Joe also holds the middleweight championship, correct?
Correct, absolutely.
Yeah, and Joe's been kind of tearing through everybody. And, his last fight in New England, he basically, I don't know the extent of the injuries on his opponent, but he basically broke that gentleman's leg in half with a TKO knockout. So Joe is, he's got about 58 wins, but out of them 58 wins, man, he's smoking Joe in them.
And that's the other thing, is that getting the international attention. We're an American Muay Thai company based out of Las Vegas. But the response out on the East Coast has just been so amazing. Our partners out at Foxwoods with Access TV, the fights are selling out there. To the great co-main event, we've got some other local fighters. Amin Balafri, he's going to be fighting John C. Lindor. Alexander Ole's going to be fighting Eric Roca. And Jafar Toshev's going to be fighting Jeffrey Tin. And remember, Jafar, he fought for us, started the card off, and he's just a beast very excited East Coast fighter. We're looking forward to big things from him as well.
Yeah, as far as Jafar, I mean, his last opponent was Yasin Badugo, and he had a highlight reel spinning back fist knockout of, Yasin was on a tear. I think Yasin was 2 fights in a row for you, had won. And Jafar went in there and, he took out a pretty good fighter in highlight reel fashion, which, New England's very high on Jafar, and, we can't wait to see him fight. And, you did mention a couple other fights. You have another fight, a couple of the fighters, they have went against each other a couple of times. And I think this is the trilogy fight when they're both making their pro debut for you. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. That's something we're really excited for. Anytime you get a trilogy, where each fighter has won a fight and then coming in and doing it on TV. I just think the energy level, the other thing about Jafar, and when we're talking about him is not only is he a great fighter, but he's a very aggressive fighter, and it's very fan friendly. I know a lot of the excitement that we get when we're introducing a new sport to an American audience is, how aggressive is it? How much are these guys coming forward? Is it something that's really fan-friendly? And I think he's one of those guys that really offers that, and he fights at a really high pace.
Yeah, he breaks other fighters, and he's got that aggression, and he's just, he comes forward. He doesn't back up, and you have to know that going in, that you have to find a way to work around that, him coming straight at you. And he's fast, and an up and coming kid like that from around here, it's just exciting. And you having a card like this, and we have Stephen put him to sleep Walker, who fought for you as an Emmy, came all the way from the East Coast to fight for you in Las Vegas. A great showing there, and now he's making his, I do believe, his heavyweight pro debut for you, correct?
What we decided to do, just to get, a few more fighters some opportunity, is we're going to try and do 2 professional fights on the undercard, the non-televised card. To put them on television, we really, are encouraged to not do pro debuts. We want to make sure that a fighter has earned that opportunity, so we're trying to do some pro debuts on the undercard to give these guys and girls some more experience and hopefully get them on a televised card very soon.
Excellent. Yeah. And it's funny, Scott, like you have a lot of New England, amateurs on the undercard, and it's a big talk of the New England area because we do have a lot of Muay Thai promotions around here that are kind of like the minor league for you when you come in. I mean, they're showcasing for you, and they love to be on your card and just be on there, and they're all they're all capable of putting on a great show. And the thing about these undercards is people need to come to them, because sometimes these fights leading into the main card there's a fight of the night or a diamond in the rough here and there in these Emmys or young pros that you're talking about.
Yeah, the amateur fights have been some of our better fights. You've got young guys trying to impress and girls trying to impress to try and make it on a televised card. And I think that's really shown the growth of Muay Thai, especially in the East Coast. I see a lot of smaller shows, and I think it's great for our sport. We've contacted a couple promotions about possibly doing some qualifiers like we've done in London and we've done in Australia. So some of these regional shows will be able to do some kind of a tournament or a title bout where the winner would automatically be able to fight for Lion Fight. We're all trying to expose as many people as possible to this amazing sport, and it certainly starts at that level, and hopefully we can provide some more televised opportunities for some of these amazing fighters.
Yeah, thank you, Scott. And a promotion like yours that comes into town, and just you gave me chills talking about like these these qualifying events you might have, because you come into town and it's, these kids are hungry to fight for you, and they know you are that gateway to fame. You know what I mean? So it's great for you to come in here, and you're a hell of a guy, Scott, because you give all these kids a chance. And, you know, it's just not the fighters, it's the fans, it's the social media. You're very inviting to everybody. You're not hard to get to. You're very sociable. So it makes it a very inviting event when you come in. And it's not just, you know, for the die-hard Muay Thai fans. You're gaining fans from every combat sports and fans who've never even really been into any combat sports. You're bringing that excitement to you know, to not only New England but around the, you know, the country and the world. And you know, you're bringing you know, traditional and mainstream Muay Thai to the light of, you know, the country, which is amazing, and we thank you for that, because you're giving opportunities to these kids that never had them, you know.
Well, we love this sport. I mean, I'm so blessed to be able to do something, and I'm so proud of and so enthusiastic about it. I just got up to Montana yesterday. I was flying, had a Lion Fight shirt on, and, you know, everybody's asking me about it. Some people have heard about it, some haven't. But I think I've got however many people are on that flight. We've got a whole bunch of new fans that are going to be watching, you know, the Lion Fight show at Foxwoods. And that's really how we've been able to grow, is kind of at that grassroots level. It obviously helped us getting on television. But it really reaffirms what you're trying to do. You know, every day I get fighters from all over the planet that are trying to get on Lion Fight. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things, you know, in some of the tougher times that kind of kept us going. And, you know, we're just so thrilled to be able to bring this amazing product to an audience. Because like you mentioned, you've got your Muay Thai fans, it's getting these casino fans, it's getting people that have never even heard of it, that come and keep coming to the shows and getting that kind of feedback that really makes us feel good about where the sport and where Lion Fight is headed.
Excellent, Scott. And you know, Scott, you know, promotions like yours, you know, you invite the social media and everything else. You want to get out there, and you are, and you're proving it. You're growing and growing, and there's fighters coming from all combat sports who maybe had their roots in Muay Thai and jumped somewhere else. They're coming back to the Muay Thai because now you're bringing that to the mainstream, and I'm very excited. And the sky's the limit for you. So the last question I want to ask you, Scott, what's ahead after this event on the 28th? What are the next, when is your next card, or when are you coming back to New England?
Sure, we're about ready to finalize a deal to do a September show in the middle of the month, hopefully back in California. We're back out at Foxwoods. We're going to have Reagan Urso going to defend his title. He just fought in China this weekend. He's had 10 straight knockouts. We're trying to put together Reagan Urso and Cosmo Alexander. There's a little heads up. That's going to be an 8 event, and then we'll try and bring in, you know, one of the top female fighters. And obviously we're going to give a lot of UN and East Coast fighters an opportunity to fight on that card as well.
Excellent, excellent. I love him. You know, we're on social media together, and I follow him. We go back and forth because he is a show in himself, not only in the ring but outside it. He's just a great guy. He's great for the sport. He has fun with it. So Scott, I'm going to let you go because, you know, it's 4th of July holiday in a few hours. So I thank you for coming on, and I'll see you on the 28th. I'm going to be interviewing a bunch of your fighters leading up to that card. So it's going to be a special event for New England, and you know, for all the New England fans, new fans, I thank you for giving that opportunity to our fighters. And I know they earned it, but you know, we're still going to thank you, and this is our chance to do it. So thank you so much, Scott.
Well, thanks for your support. You're a big part of our success out there. You've always been behind us, and we truly appreciate that, and I look forward to seeing you here in a couple of weeks.
All right, Scott, I'll see you at weigh-ins, buddy.